this Thursday morning, December 11th. Thank you for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
And I'm Dan Schrack. We've got a lot to get to this morning, but we first want to get a look at some of the news stories you need to know.
Yeah, Stephanie Joseph is live in the newsroom right now. She's taking a look at some of our top headlines on this Thursday morning. Steph.
Hey there, guys. Good morning. We do start out with some breaking news. A former corrections officer who was charged in the death of inmate Robert Brooks at Marcy Correctional Facility has been released from prison on bail. Our sister station in Syracuse has confirmed that David Walters was granted a stay of his sentence and bail pending appeal. Walters pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the beating death of Brooks of Rochester. Last month, he was sentenced to 2 1/3 to 7 years in prison. In all, 10 former guards were charged with Brooks's death. Walters was released from Elmira Correctional Facility after posting a $100,000 bond. And we do want to get a look at some time-saver traffic this morning. You can see right there across the board, 390, 490, 590, your major roadways are seeing significant slowdowns, especially right there, 390 and 590. We do know of an incident that is happening at 590. That's in the Irondequoit area. You can see that red dot there symbolizing that incident over there. There is a lane that is closed at this point, but you can see plenty of yellow splotches across the big map. And outside, a live look at those cameras, the snow is really packing out there on the roadways, 590 especially. So if you are headed out right now, make sure that you allow for some extra time or prepare yourself for some delays. Another traffic alert this morning for drivers in downtown Rochester. Crews are currently working to fix a water main break near Blue Cross Arena. It happened around 3 this morning on Exchange Boulevard near Court Street. You can see the roadway there completely flooded. As of now, it's unknown if there will be any impact to operations at Blue Cross Arena or the Hall of Justice. There's no time frame as to how long crews will be on scene. New details on a deadly crash in Macedon. Deputies say one person was killed in a 2-car crash around 9 yesterday morning. They say a man lost control of his car near the intersection of Canandaigua and Magog roads, hitting another vehicle head on. The passenger, 60-year-old Tamara Newton, was taken to the hospital where she died. Both drivers were also injured. 5 people are now in custody in connection to a string of car break-ins in the Chili area. Authorities say the group broke into several cars early yesterday morning at the Union Square Senior Apartments. They're also working to determine if there's any connection to similar incidents in Sweden and Pittsford earlier this week. And that's what you need to know.
All right, Steph, thank you. We appreciate it.
Now let's get a look at what we have brewing for the next 2 hours, starting with a sweet night out. This morning, we're looking ahead to the return of the EPI Chocolate Ball. This year, they're celebrating 40 years. We are going to sit down with the honorary event chair, as well as a judge, to learn more about how they're getting ready for this good time.
Then, after 15 years of leading Fashion Week of Rochester, the founder is stepping into a new chapter. We'll be joined by Meg Mundy to learn more about Fashion Camp 585 and how it's helping kids explore creativity and confidence through fashion.
Very cool. And then later, it's the Grinch.
You did that a little too well.
Did I do it well?
That was good.
Good. A holiday favorite is coming to OFC Creations for an unforgettable musical. We're going to be joined by actor Garrett Clayton, who plays the Grinch, to learn more about how he gets into character for the upcoming show premiering next week.
All right, but before all of that, a check of our forecast, because it is cold and it is snowy out there. Meteorologist Marty Snyder is tracking what we can expect for the day today. And Marty, we saw those traffic cameras and we got the traffic update, and quite a bit of snow out there right now.
Once again, we're seeing this right during the morning commute, which, as we all know, is not a good time to have that coming in. Not that it's a huge storm or anything. It's kind of similar to what we've already seen this week, where it's just at that wrong time for the amount of snow to be falling to really allow for an easy commute. You can see that one band that's been holding on. It's been moving around a little bit, reorienting, but in general, holding right now, where you can see it a little more across western Monroe County. You can see just a little heavier pocket across some of the northwestern towns, even kind of along the 531 corridor. And even you can also notice at least a few pockets into Wayne County, likely a little more is playing out there than what we are seeing on radar, since that band does continue down the line there. And I think it may be a story wherever that band sets up a little bit longer today, could see a fresh 2 to 4 inch range on accumulation. Most areas south of the thruway especially will see anywhere from just a trace to maybe an inch tops, but that may even be a little excessive. I think most areas stay well away from that threshold. Temperatures today mostly in the mid-20s for highs, and on top of that, it's going to be a breezy day. So in open areas, we're going to see some of that snow start to move around and blow and drift a little bit, so something to keep in mind. And longer term, I think as we head closer to the weekend, maybe a story where temperatures hold somewhere in the 20s to start the weekend. We drop by Sunday down to about 19 for that high, and if everyone behaves, we might hit 40 by the middle of next week. So back to average. It's going to take another week or so, but back above freezing by the time we hit the middle of next week.
We're not gonna hit that behavioral point.
Well, I was going to say, I'll be really good if we can get it into the 60s. Like, Scouts on our best behavior.
I will never call out again and show up every day
with a smile on your face.
With a smile on my face if we can have 90 and humid.
Ooh, okay. Well, it's going to happen somewhere. Not here.
We're out of luck.
Out of luck. All right. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Sure.
Hey, let's go off the top and start with some of the things that have piqued our interest. I've been sitting here smelling my coffee.
It smells so
for the past 10 minutes. So as soon as this hits your nose, you get one singular note of peppermint.
Oh, yeah, that was mine.
One note of peppermint, but then it immediately turns into Fabuloso.
Oh,
you know that cleaner?
Sure do.
That purple cleaner?
Yep.
That like has flowers and stuff on the bottle?
Yeah.
Can't stand the smell of it. Can't stand. It's this.
This?
What I'm drinking.
What am I drinking?
Peppermint Fabuloso.
What is mine? Mine is
Yours is vanilla bean brulee.
Don't ask me how I know this. It smells like mold. That's what it smells like. I know. Bad.
Mold in the shower, under the sink.
Like, all right, I'll just tell you. Like, so the, K-Cups. They get moldy really easily. And I needed to cut one of them open one time for a Halloween costume.
Oh, no, and there was a
lot of mold in it. Yeah, it was nasty.
A used K-Cup.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it smells like.
Yeah.
So I'm having a hard time with it.
Next year, we're going with the name brand.
I was very excited for this advent calendar, and I've been wildly disappointed and grossed out.
Wildly disappointed. That is truth.
Yes.
Truth to power.
The truth.
Hey, let's get to our off the tops. And this morning we are talking about something very, very important. Holiday math. Because nothing says Christmas quite like inflation. Every year, PNC Bank releases its Christmas Price Index. The cost of buying all of the gifts from the 12 days of Christmas. And this year, your true love is going to need a loan. So the 2025 total is $51,476.12. That's up 4.5% from last year. And that's just one of each of those items. If you buy everything in the song that repeats, all 364 gifts, the true cost of Christmas jumps to a whopping $218,542.
My gosh.
Abby, imagine going to the... Where do we get this file footage? This is great. Imagine going to the store for a little something and coming home with 12 drummers drumming, and 40 calling birds.
Divorce immediately.
He
would leave me in a heartbeat.
I mean, it is how you get uninvited from a Secret Santa party, that's for sure. So let's look at the big movers this year. The partridge in a pear tree, up 13.5%. $420, not for the bird, just for the tree. Pear trees are apparently a new luxury item. Real estate, fertilizer, labor, that partridge, just along for the ride, my friends. The 5 gold rings, up 32.5%, $1,649. Don't look at the prompter.
Okay.
Look at me.
Okay.
I want you to guess how much 5 gold rings cost 30 years ago.
Oh, 30 years ago. Okay. So that would be like the 90s. Which makes me feel old. 5 gold rings 30 years ago.
5 golden rings.
That doesn't help me think. I'm gonna go How much is it? How much was it now?
It was $1,600 and some odd dollars now.
I'll go 5,000.
Okay. It was definitely $375 back then.
Okay. All right.
In the mid-90s. So yes, gold outperformed basically everything else on this list. The 7 swans a swimming, still $13,125 flat. But they're still the most expensive birds in the entire index. PNC even has something called the core index, which removes the swans because they're too volatile.
What?
Uh-huh.
I love swans.
Get them out of here.
Oh.
You know it's a wild economy when even the birds need to be backed out. Now to the good news. Turtle doves, French hens, calling birds, and those maids a milking stayed flat, no change. So if you're shopping for someone who loves agricultural themed poultry, this is your ear.
What are the maids milking? Do the cows come with it? With them?
No.
It's just
the maids in their bucket.
okay. What about the ladies dancing?
The ladies dancing?
Yeah.
They have dresses. Can dresses.
Right. Okay. Do we learn about the price for them?
For the ladies dancing?
Yeah.
We don't.
You got to pay your performers. You know, that's all I'm saying.
You do have to pay your performers. No
Okay.
AI here. This is your year. Oh, yeah, if you wanted those birds. But the most expensive gift, 10 Lords a Leapin'. $16,836. That's up more than 8%, thanks to rising entertainment costs in this one right here. Telling the industry you got to pay your performers.
You do. They need
Imagine
health insurance.
telling someone, I got you 10 grown-up men who jump.
That sounds like something we'd hear about in the editorial meeting. Okay, Mike DeGiorgio, I booked 10 men who jump for Arc Rochester. They're going to be here in the 9 o'clock hour.
Yes, sold. Oh, goodness, it's Cirque du Soleil kind of money. And Abby, before we wrap up, do you want to look at me again? Do you want to guess how much the full song cost in 1984, the first year PNC did this?
I don't even have, like, maybe 5,000?
$12,623. Today, more than 218 grand. So the 12 Days of Christmas has inflated more than 1,600%. Bottom line, you either need to win this Powerball this week, or you need a deep cut coupon code.
Oh my gosh.
Groupon, anybody?
Yeah. It's too many birds, if you ask me.
It
Where
is
are you
a lot
gonna
of birds.
Keep them all. Even if you're not allowed to have the swans.
You need some sort of atrium in your home.
Then you have to build. It's just the cost is adding up the more you think about
Here,
it.
I got you 10 men jumping.
And 9 ladies dancing.
Yes.
All right.
Maids of milking.
What is it?
7 swans a swimming.
Yeah. All right.
Ashley's telling us, keep going.
We got to move on to mine. Bit of controversy happening out in Fayetteville. Are you familiar, not Fayetteville like in Syracuse,
Okay.
Are you familiar with the European fictional creature known as Krampus?
Yes.
Okay, so if you at home don't know who he is, he's known for punishing naughty kids, kind of like the anti-Santa Claus.
He's like a demon.
Yeah.
He's mean.
He is. He's been around, though,
He's a
since
demon.
the 16th century and is entirely embraced all around Europe. An owner of a bar in Fayetteville, his name is Bo Counts, he's facing some incredible backlash after he dressed as Krampus for the city's Lights of the Ozarks parade. He says he discovered the lore of Krampus when he was visiting Germany as a teenager. Now, Krampus is pretty scary. He's got this demon tongue. He has evil eyes. He's got horns. He's right there.
Yeah.
He's not exactly cute, right? He's not jolly like old St. Nick.
Well, everyone's got their own taste.
Yeah, there he is in the Christmas parade. So now, as a 40-year-old man with the perfect chance to play the character, he was excited to get into the costume, build the float, and share one of his favorite traditions with his neighbors. He said during the parade, he was shocked at all of the cheers when he drove past. It was like a dream come true for him. Kids, for the most part, knew who he was because Krampus is very, very popular on social media. Movies have been made about him. Parents, though, were a little confused. He could hear the kids eagerly explaining what he was dressed as. He was so excited after the parade, he actually made this social media post sharing just how happy he was that he could share one of his favorite Christmas traditions with the people he cared about in his community. But when he woke up the next morning, he found a plethora of hateful comments from people on social media. And I'm sure that you've experienced this just as I have, that awful, dreadful feeling when you wake up in the morning and you see a million notifications on a social media post. You start reading it, and then it hits you. People have unleashed all of their frustration and rage with the world right onto your page. He says the comments are so hateful, he's actually fearing for his safety. People have been leaving one-star reviews for his business, and he's been getting calls from complete strangers calling him a Satan worshiper. They're making crude comments about him and those who work at the bar, and now he's concerned people are going to start showing up at his home. Based on some of the threats he's received, he's fearing for his safety, obviously. Those who are upset about the float are calling it demonic and also disappointing. But those who support it and know the history say they were pretty excited. It is a German holiday tradition, and they were happy that it created so much excitement during the parade. It absolutely was a jaw-dropper. This, by the way, wasn't a surprise announcement either. Parade organizers knew there would be a Krampus float. That being said, organizers did say they were sorry if anyone was scared or if people had unpleasant experiences. Meantime, this guy says there are a lot of angry comments coming from those not in the community. These are people from all around the world. So, if the people in his community really want him to return as Krampus next year, he said he will give the people what they want. Meantime, though, it's pretty scary for him out there in Fayetteville.
I say, what's his real name? Do we know?
Bo.
Bo. Come on to Rochester. You
would
can come,
love
and he would be a great co-anchor on this show.
Oh my gosh.
He could be like the fill-in when we're off.
He could just come whenever.
Honestly, think of like next time Steph is off, what if you tossed to Krampus for the news headlines?
It would be so
People would
interesting.
watch.
It would.
They would want to watch.
And you know, it's in Germany and Sweden and other places, they have full-blown Krampus festivals where people dress in those crazy elaborate costumes and they walk around and they party and they hang out, and it's a festival.
And nobody's writing hateful comments.
It's like SantaCon.
Yes.
You know, all the
Yes.
people in New York City that dress up as Santas. Well, I mean, he was the only one here. But look at his costume. He put so much effort in.
People get so bent out of shape for nothing. They
you know-
become keyboard warriors.
You know how many people have emailed me over the past couple years around Halloween, being mad that I like Halloween so much? It's a lot. And I'm like, it's just a holiday. It's not that serious.
No.
Like, you know,
Honestly.
I'm not hurting anybody by liking Halloween.
Yeah.
Same with this guy.
Deep breaths, folks.
Yeah.
Take deep breaths
And you know what?
before you hit post.
And a quick reminder, too, what are the holidays all about? Being kind and considerate.
the truth.
And spreading cheer.
That's the truth. Read this. I have to cough.
Okay. Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're going to check in with Chris Lopez, who is live, getting a look at some pretty gnarly gift ideas.
Hey, and don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back after this. Christmas now, just about 2 weeks away, and maybe there's a skateboarder on your shopping list this year. Well, don't worry. Arc Rochester has you covered.
From brand new skateboards to helmets to shoes and all of the gear in between, Krudco's skate shop on Mount Hope Avenue has plenty of options to make any skater's holiday unforgettable. This morning, Chris Lopez is live. He's showing off some of the coolest gift ideas out there. Chris, good morning.
Hey, what's up, guys? When people think of skateboarding, for the most part, they're gonna think of males in skateboarding, but what about the females? I'm bringing Lydia. She is a female. You are host of Ladies Night, friend of the skate shop, skateboarder yourself. Yes. Let's get into one thing first, though. Ladies Night skateboarding?
Yes, so every third Monday of the month at Breaking Free Skate Park, there's a Ladies Night. Only girls are allowed. It's a really welcoming, fun community. Anyone can go. You can find them on Instagram. They have a website, Facebook, even YouTube. So.
And what does the night consist of? Like, what do you guys do?
So it's a bunch of women. We get together. We support each other. We skate. We learn from each other. It's a really great community. It's a lot of fun.
Do you guys teach them tricks, like how to ride, different transitions and things like that? Is it for beginners too?
So totally beginner friendly. Anywhere from a beginner to someone who's been skating for 10 years. Anyone's welcome. It's awesome because there's older women that come. They kind of help support the younger women who've never skated before. So
how long have you been skateboarding?
Since 2017, 2018 or so.
What got you into skateboarding? What kept you skateboarding?
My family, I grew up with my brother skates, my dad skates. He was part of like the original Krudco group. Really just being in the community since I was little, making friends that keep you wanting to stay in the community. It's just a really great place to be.
And so some people may be thinking, look, it's a dangerous sport. Mm-hmm. I don't want my daughter doing that. What would be your counter to that?
I would say that regardless of your gender, your age, your background, like it's really, you can take a skateboard and you can kind of make it your own thing. Like you can do what you want to do. You can go to one extreme, you can go to the other. It's really a versatile just thing you can do. And
what time is Ladies Night? Again?
It is 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every third Monday of the month.
Okay, there we go. And then that is also, Breaking Free is an indoor skate park, I believe.
So all year round you can get your skating in, especially if it's snowing like this, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And then from female skateboarders to the male skateboarders, this is Tristan over here. Tristan, how long have you been skateboarding? Because you're on the team here.
Yes. I've been skating for about 4 years.
Okay, and you're already on the team. So what got you so good that you're able to be on a team and ride for Krudco?
I don't know if I have the answer for that question. But I don't know. The first year was my hardest year, I'd say. And then after that, I just exceeded. I think having a lot of good friends and a good shop right here by the park and having a good community.
Yeah, and the skate park is not too far away from here, yep. Rock City Skate Park. Mm-hmm. Is there a level of creativity that you get when you're skateboarding? Because a lot of people may think, all right, standard tricks, that's all you get. But you really get to decide how you do the tricks, when you do the tricks.
Oh, of course, yes. You could do really whatever you want if you put your mind to it, you know?
And then where's the future for you?
Hopefully just moving up and doing better and better tricks and just encouraging more people to skate and helping my community.
And show me your board setup real quickly.
So this is what I'm working with right now. As you see, I do a lot of slides and grinds, and it's a little beat up, like my wheels harder.
How long does a board last you? This looks pretty beat up.
I'd say this board is probably about a month old.
A month?
So probably, yeah.
So if you're skating like Tristan, this may not last you all that long, but if you're a beginner, how long would you say a board lasts you?
I'd say maybe around 6 months.
Okay, all right, that's a good
That might be on the low end, honestly. I'm not too sure because I skate hard.
Okay, all right. Look for, where do you skate at? Whereas if people want to watch you go skate?
I skate on Instagram at Tristan is not sus.
Okay.
My friends call me T-Ball, and I'm on TikTok. I just like to go out to the parks and hopefully trying to expand my reach.
There we go. A lot of creativity in skateboarding. I used to skate as like a fourth grader. I thought I was creative while I was doing it. From skateboarding over to fingerboarding, we're going to be having some of this pretty much be explained to us coming up on Arc Rochester. How you do it, I promise there's creativity in that too. I used to do it when I was a fourth grader while the teacher was teaching. Send it back to you guys. Send it back to you guys in studio for now.
Do you want to repeat that?
Nope, not repeating it.
Oh,
No.
shit. Chris.
No.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Abby had a significant
You
burn
weirdos.
for you that you will not feel until you get back and she tells you to your face.
Nope, not gonna happen.
All right, looking forward to it. Looking
ya.
forward to it.
See you, Lopez.
Hey, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, it's weather trivia.
Meteorologist Mark McLean will join us coming up next. Like my husband. It kind of seems like Mark is being mean.
Oh, where did this start?
I don't know, Mark. Your body's a temple. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's talk about weather trivia.
It was giggles yesterday.
I
and
know
now
it was
today
giggles.
We're fighting.
I know.
The polarity of this show.
I'm afraid you might get cut.
It's authentic, relevant.
Back up
and
a
community
little bit.
based.
Yeah.
Actual real content.
Yes.
And
yes.
it's real this morning.
All right.
like snow.
Let's do trivia.
Let's switch gears.
Let's do it. Go right ahead.
You want to?
Do I need to sit in between the two of you?
No, we're good.
What just happened?
I don't know, but you're crying.
Weather trivia. What is the largest snowflake ever observed according to the Guinness Book of Records?
4 feet.
4 feet.
It's a really big.
That's a lot of snow. We're going to scale that back to inches here. Me?
No,
Ashley.
Dan.
Oh, Dan. How tall are you?
5'8". Why? Oh, that.
Oh, that is a rip. Oh. Producer Ashley
my
is suggesting that
gosh. Yeah.
Dan's height may be
Say it.
together with the biggest snowflake that ever existed.
What are the options? Read them again.
Okay, 0.39 inches, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, or 1 inch in size. Those still some big snowflakes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, goodness.
Let's just move on,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, we'll have that answer coming up at 9 a.m. That's also posted on Facebook if you'd like to ponder that. For speaking of snowflakes, what happened
Wowza.
here? We had a view a minute ago. We're snowed in on the wham cam. Visibility down to a half mile. So, this is something that's going to slow down the commute this morning. It is 20 degrees. The west-northwest breeze at 12 miles per hour. It feels like 8, but I can just say for that commute, areas west of Rochester had at least 2 inches of lake effect snow last night. Can't speak to the east yet, but it looks like it's safe to say we're going to get something similar through the course of the afternoon, especially east into parts of Wayne County. Now, Monroe County actually added under that winter weather advisory. That was at 1:30 this morning. That's in effect until 7 a.m. tomorrow. Also east into Wayne County. This is where some of the greater amounts of snow may fall. It may see some of those amounts 4 inches or so. Possibly higher in isolated bands, but this is what we're seeing right now. That heaviest snow right through the ROC airport. See that right just to the south of Rochester? That's where that band is connecting in with some help to the upstream Great Lakes and delivering some snow here to Monroe County, Orleans County, also Wayne County. So a lot of this is centered north of the thruway, but we're watching the travel times on our traffic this morning, and there are substantial delays on area roadways, the main roadways there. You can see 17-minute delay, 390 south, West Ridge Road to 490, a 31-minute delay, 590 southbound, Route 104 to 490. So, that's the kind of thing that you're gonna have to plan for this morning. And you can see on some of the cameras that some of these roads are snow covered. It's, you get 2 tire tracks. 531 was like that this morning. Coming in, it was a little slick, I would say. The speeds were about 20 miles per hour under what you would normally expect on the roadway. So just give yourself some time this morning. It's not going to be some kind of epic snowfall that's going to snow us in, but the deal with lake effect snow. It's local snow. We call it zip code snow. You're getting it. Somebody else out in parts of Ontario County is not, and it's just a completely different experience. Now, the upstream Great Lakes are helping out some of the lower lakes with the snow. See those bands coming in off Lake Huron, going across Lake Erie. So Wyoming County got some snow. Also off Georgian Bay across Lake Ontario. That band connecting and giving us a little bit of extra snow there too. So on the futurecast, you see that band kind of lingers east of Rochester into Wayne County and then starts to settle south just a little bit late this evening. So it's not going to last all day, but at least for this morning and early this afternoon, count on that. And then just lingering 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, areas east into Wayne County may just get clipped again with some of that snow. So out towards Wolcott, out towards Oswego, that band lifts back to the north and gets out of the picture. Most of Friday should be snow-free. Closer to Rochester, a much better commute tomorrow morning, but count on, a quick inch of snow for areas closer to the city. Watch the numbers out in Wayne County. Could be, 2 to 4. Some of those darker blue colors indicating, 4+ inch snow mounts down that direction and east into Oswego. As that band starts to settle away. Our snow update, we're up to 17.3. Is that exciting?
Yeah. No.
Woohoo!
Not really? Okay, they're not excited. It's going to warm up towards Christmas.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit. We haven't had a ton of snow, but some of this, deep Arctic chill is going to start to relent a little bit towards that time period. We'll watch that for you. Typically in a season like this, we've got a decent shot at a white Christmas, but some of that warmth coming in, we'll have to watch that. But temps in the 20s. We're in the freezer today. We got our break yesterday, right? Temps in the upper 30s yesterday. It was actually felt like a heat wave, didn't it? Mm-hmm. I mean, compared to where we've been. There's the snow icon through at least midday closer to Rochester. We'll leave that in. Later tonight, city becomes snow-free, but again, areas east into Wayne County, we'll watch that. Upper teens and the 7-day forecast for us. We'll keep it in the 20s and temps in the teens until the middle of next week. That's where we start to see that break. So we get one more Arctic front late this weekend, Sunday into Monday. That's going to keep us in the freezer early next week. But there's that break by Wednesday near 40. And it seems like that pattern may be settling in and locking in.
I'm not mad. It's fine. It's December. 10 days to go till winter.
Yeah,
We were told to wrap.
we were.
8:34, don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more to come here on Arc Rochester, and it's going to be better than Mark's forecast.
We'll be right back.
Thursday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us on ARC Rochester. We want to go behind this story this morning as financial advisors give a warning to shoppers about buy now, pay later programs that can actually cost you far more in the long run.
13 WAM's Christian Garzone spoke with shoppers at the mall at Grease Ridge to hear their thoughts.
A checkout trend this holiday shopping season is using short-term financing, a buy now, pay later method that might seem like a money saver on the surface, but can actually have higher costs buried under it.
But like all financing and all debt, it's a double-edged sword.
Jesse Kramer is vice president with Cap Trust Financial Advisors in Rochester. He says typically a shopper will pay a fee up front for buy now, pay later, and their payments will be broken into 4 even chunks.
Essentially what's happening is it makes a consumer feel like they can spend more today because really they only owe 25% of their purchase price today.
And Kramer says companies are banking on folks missing payments. If that happens,
they're going to charge you a pretty large fee for missing their payment.
That can lead to debt financing and other issues. Shoppers at the mall at Grease Ridge, like Julie, don't like the idea of buy now, pay later.
Never, no. If I don't have the cash, I don't buy.
Brian leans on his cashback rewards from his credit cards at Christmas.
But we normally watch our budget and we pay things off, so we don't have any interest.
Budgeting might be a good solution for shoppers here like Josh. He's got quite the list this year.
Been here about 20 minutes. I've already spent like $120, so.
Kramer says budgeting each holiday season prevents the need to buy now, pay later, or maxing out credit cards. It can also avoid the tangled trap of interest.
I mean, that kind of intentional spending is a terrific habit to build, not only for Christmas, but just in general.
That, of course, was Christian Garzone reporting. Now, we've talked about this before. I'm wondering if you remember, about a year ago, for my Off the Top, I believe I did a story on Uber Eats or Grubhub or one of those offering an afterpay option. Buy the food on credit, get it delivered to your home, and then give us our money in 30 days kind of thing. And how ridiculous that kind of system is for anyone. First and foremost, if you're in that situation, you should not be ordering the food and having it delivered. And secondly, if you don't have the cash for it, just don't buy it. That is always the safest bet.
It is. It's sad when you think about it. 'Cause
it is.
I know so many people, myself included, you try to make the holidays as magical as possible, right? If you've got young kids, maybe it's your first time hosting, maybe you finally have your own house, whatever it is, and you're thinking to yourself, I want to make this just like it was when I was a kid, or better than it was when I was a kid.
Absolutely.
So I want to,
go all out.
Go all out, yes. And, I can see why that might be appealing to some people. Absolutely. When I was a lot younger and, not as knowledgeable financially, I had no problem taking out the credit card and thinking, all right, I'll pay for these later. I'll pay for them later.
Absolutely.
Not the case anymore.
Later never comes.
Well, it comes knocking.
It does come knocking. It does come knocking. And it follows you everywhere when you don't pay.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I've noticed just doing some shopping, none of it holiday shopping, just some shopping for my selfish shopping online recently, is that they don't even split it into equal payments necessarily, depending on what you're buying. For instance, there was something that was, just give us $20 right now and you can have the item.
Like a layaway type.
Yeah, yes, but no. If all I have is that $20 today, I'm going to be in that same boat next week when I have to give you another $20. And then the interest on that $20. And then the late payment because I was 4 days late with my $20. It does not make economic sense for anyone to be putting themselves in debt for holiday shopping.
I think, we've definitely talked about this quite a bit. Just setting a realistic budget and explaining it to your family members. I mean, we had to do that this year. We said to my family and my husband's family, we're just going to have to scale back this year for the holidays. And nobody had a problem with it.
No.
Everybody was fine with it.
Well, because chances are everyone else is thinking to themselves, I'm glad somebody's scaling back because we need to as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Don't be afraid. Be the person that takes that first step.
And one of the other things that, better late than never, but it is a little too late now, the holidays don't sneak up on us. We know that December 25th and the surrounding days, they come on the calendar every year.
Yeah.
And every year we need to spend money on stuff for people. So if you can think of that earlier, the better off you are.
Yep, very true.
Hey, don't go far. A lot more to come here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back. We are once again checking in with Chris Lopez. He's doing some ollies this morning.
And don't forget, watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back. Hey 44, welcome back. Christmas isn't too far away, and if you're still on the hunt for that perfect gift to get a loved one who's maybe kind of active, we have some ideas to help you out.
Yeah, Chris Lopez is live at Krudco Skate Shop on Mount Hope this morning. He's checking out some of the coolest gear and boards. He's going to pick one up for me because I want to take up skateboard. I want to pick up longboarding.
Chris, I need a new pair of Vans. I'm a size 7.5, please. Thank you.
Can I use one of these? Dan, for the skateboard, I got you, and it's for a discounted price. KJ, how much is this? Would you say a fingerboard runs?
I think about $30 for a blink.
There we go.
With nothing on it.
$30, Dan. I got you a deal. A complete skateboard would cost you about $180. So we are taking a lot of that price off. Now, talking fingerboarding.
Yeah.
Why would someone do this? I know why I would do it. I would do it in 4th grade to make sure I was not paying attention to the teacher and still staying on my objective of being a professional skateboarder.
Right. So for me, for me, it's a little bit of both. So even if I'm at home, unfortunately, when I'm at work and when I have free time, this is what I'm doing. If I'm not painting or skating or drawing, I honestly use it to take off the edge. It's pretty much the same thing as playing the game or maybe knitting or reading a book. That's what I compare.
So is it like an outlet, like a creativity outlet for
definitely. You? It can be hard, it can be easy, it can be fun. It's whatever you make it, honestly.
And did you build this whole layout right here? This is pretty impressive.
This was actually built by a good friend of mine named Eric Wilson. He's a fingerboarder from here. He's a pro fingerboarder, actually.
There's a professional fingerboarder?
Yeah, there is professional fingerboarding here, and there are some professionals. Rock is one of them. He's a close friend of mine, and I'm actually working my way towards being one too.
Can you do what's the best trick that you can do?
The best trick that I can do, probably a tray flip.
Can I put you on the spot? Can you do it on live television?
I'll throw a tray
Okay,
flip
here we go.
Oh, wait, don't do it again. Oh. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Me too. Watch this. Watch this. Check this out. Boom! Off the ramp, pop shot.
Now you really did that first try.
Yeah, first try. All right. From the finger skateboarding all the way to regular skateboarding, and what they have here at the shop, joined by Alan and Aaron, co-owners here. And we were talking a little bit about what you guys have. We were talking about skateboard decks a little bit earlier. We've missed pretty much everything else, though.
Yeah, well, oh, sure, I'll go. Yeah, we got hats, we got backpacks with our name on it, stuff like that, grip tape. We even got some stuff for bikes. But we do pretty much everything from collectible stuff that you can't get anywhere else but at really, skate shops that have been around for a long time, from certain limited edition boards that aren't even made anymore. We sell our own boxes even, stuff like that. So Alan will take you away to some more hard goods over yonder too.
Yeah, I'm going to go over to Alan over here. We got all of the different accessories.
Yeah, we got everything you can need. We have bearings, we have wheels, we've got all the different repair parts you can need, things like that. We come over here, we have trucks, which are the axles on the bottom of your skateboard, where people do their grinds and stuff. We even have shoes. Right now we have our holiday sale going on. Everything's 25% off in store, but we also, for those who can't afford the more expensive shoes and clothes, we do have a gently used section where we try to keep the costs down for everybody. And then we come over here, we have pre-built skateboards. Those are great for beginners or those who are looking to step their game up into the little bit better quality equipment. And of course, we've got our board wall, which everyone loves the board wall, the big wave here. People are big fans of that, and you can get more customized with your board and really step it up to a professional level quality equipment and all of that.
And you guys help people put stuff together. They come in here, have no idea what's going on with trucks and bearings and all that. You guys can help them and answer all their questions.
Definitely can. We have 31 years of experience in the business. We have over 40 years of experience of skateboarding, and we can help anyone from the beginner to professional to get set up with anything they would want.
You guys open at 1?
We open at 1 o'clock Monday through Friday till 6, and then we're open on weekends also. And we also sell our own Krudco gear. If you need a Krudco hoodie to look cooler than all your friends, we have them. And then we have our clothing over here, and we have vintage, thrift, curated section of gently used clothing also for people with variety of economic situations. Right over to fingerboards, which obviously you just saw with KJ. We have fingerboards for beginners, novices, and all the parts similar to skateboards.
And I got to send it off. Someone's going to drop in on the ramp. Check them out. 1 o'clock is when they're open. You may see a trick like this. Boom. Back to you guys in studio.
Nice.
All right.
Good stuff. Thank you, Lopez. We appreciate it.
That Chris Lopez, what a peach. When our Rochester returns, we're looking ahead to a fan favorite event. It's bringing everything sweet.
We'll tell you more on the other side of the break. Organizers are putting the icing on the cake for a sweet tradition downtown with the annual return of the EPI Chocolate Ball, and this year marks their 40th. Count them, 40 years.
Bakers will present their best cakes, all for a great cause, coming up in March. For more, we're joined now by honorary event chair Dan Myers and Get Caked Bakeries Kelly Scott. Good morning to both of you. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, we have to talk about the elf in the room.
Yeah.
Kelly, you brought cakes with you here today.
Yes.
And they're amazing.
Thank
they
you.
have our faces on them.
Yes.
These cupcakes do. But you have to tell us about this one here that you brought.
Yes, just real quick before we jump into the EPI stuff, we last time we were here, we made a cake with your beautiful face on it.
Yes.
So this time we had to make a cake with Dan's handsome face on it.
For the camera here.
And it is Dan the Grumpy Elf.
I love it
Is that not incredible?
And you're surrounded by cats. It's
Which is exactly how
fantastic,
it's like,
and the cake is vegan too, which is like such a win for you.
I love this.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Absolutely amazing. All right, so let's get into it.
Yes.
Cakes like these will be at the Chocolate Ball, all to benefit EPI. So tell us a little bit about the previous years.
Yeah. So EPI, every year we have the Chocolate Ball, which is the annual fundraiser that helps to support epilepsy programs throughout the whole county and the Monroe County area. And it helps support services as well as camps and things like that for adults as well as children, from rides to and from appointments to actually connecting them with actual doctors and things like that. So every year we do the Chocolate Ball where a bunch of bakers, probably 15 to 20 different bakers, compete and they create their own creations based on the theme for that year. And we get to judge them and then auction those cakes off, and the proceeds all go towards EPI. And so much fun.
It really is an incredible organization and event that is put on. For someone who may be really unfamiliar with the Chocolate Ball, is this open to the public? Can somebody at home say, hey, I've got a party at 10 that I know would love to have a table there?
Get dressed up, come along. It's a blast.
It's so much fun.
The idea started 40 years ago, and it was pretty magical because it was chocolate and dress up around Valentine's Day when everybody's looking for something to do, and who doesn't love chocolate? And then it just sort of grew that the desserts got to be sort of the focus of this, and the idea of auctioning off the cakes became was the most excitement of the evening. It was just really, really terrific. So this is something that Grandma and Grandpa, like me, can come and have a good time, and so can the next 3 generations. You know, this is a lively party. This is not a church service. This is a happy, good time.
And it's fun for everyone, from kids all the way up to adults. And
if all goes according to plan, if all goes in your favor, you leave with cake.
Oh, yeah.
You leave with cake.
The great part about it is that each chef, when they compete, they have to bring samples with them. So you have hundreds of samples from 20 different places that you can try. So it's a lot of chocolate cake.
Oh, that's
you don't leave hungry. There's a great meal. There's dancing and all that stuff. And then silent auctions as well. So there's a lot of ways that you can get involved.
And it raises a lot of money for the necessary work that EPI does in helping people with epilepsy and seizure disorders.
You talked about the first time being magical, right? I imagine that magic feeling has continued for all of these years. For somebody who's interested in taking part in all of the magic, what do they need to know?
Well, if they'd like to volunteer, there's a website location about the Chocolate Ball already up and running. It's not too early to think about tickets.
No, great Christmas present.
Best thing you can do is buy a table because then you've got your friends surrounding you, and then you get good friendly competition going on about who's going to bid higher for the cake, and because you don't want to miss a cake, and if you miss one, then you got the next one, And Kelly's cakes always do really, really well. And you're
Well,
judging this year, aren't you?
Yeah, so I competed for 9 years, and I've been a judge. This will be my 4th year being a judge. I absolutely love that. I still make a cake every year, just for the donation. We usually call it the judge's cake, and then raffle that off. So I do. It's nice because the pressure's off, and I still get to do something. I'm really excited for this year for the chocolate ball for the 40th anniversary. The theme is 1920s. Ooh. So. I mean, you can expect glitz and glamour, but you can also expect possibly things with, like, booze-infused things with the Prohibition. There's just so many opportunities. I think it'll be a really interesting time.
It really will, and I'm sure it will be a great time for everyone who attends. We'll make sure to post all of the information you need to know on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning. Thank you once again.
Yeah.
Somebody get me a fork.
Yeah, seriously, never
I've got my work cut out for me this morning. We really appreciate it.
You have a sweet day ahead.
Yeah, I do. I do.
do,
I
yeah.
love it. I love it.
Stick around. We are back on the other side of the break. In today's Political Pulse, we're taking a closer look at the race for governor here in New York State. I'll talk to a politics professor to break down the race after Republican and Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman announced he's running. That's all coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. Arc Rochester returns after this. live on this December 11th. Thank you for sticking with us on Arc Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
I'm Dan Schrack, and that is the wildly entertaining meteorologist, Mark McLean.
You know,
he cannot get a break, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no script for me.
There is no script for you.
There's
this show
words
is
there.
whatever you want it to
It's
be.
whatever we want it. Okay, well.
We want the answer to weather trivia.
Yeah, it's about snow. Okay, so, it's another snowy commute out there. You're going to want to give yourself some time this morning if you have to travel around town. But it's actually kind of interesting. This one comes from the Guinness Book, and it's about the size of snowflakes. How big we actually looked at this yesterday. And I was in the forecast center with meteorologist Scott Hetzko, and we looked up what is the biggest snowflake ever observed in Montana in 1887. There was a snowflake that was like feet in size, but it wasn't a single individual snowflake. So it was like a clump, because snow can clump together when it comes down.
So it just fell from the sky.
Exactly.
Was it a snowball?
It was really heavy, wet snow. Lori's got B, Rod has A, Paul and Barb have C, Yvonne and Barbara have D this morning. And we've got some more. Lisa, Mary, Julie, Frank's wife, Al have B, Frank's got A, Betty has D, and a few more. Even Eva and her husband are on A.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
wait.
We got new.
Richard.
Yeah.
Eva must be watching.
Her husband is Richard.
Oh my gosh. Because
gotcha.
yesterday I said I want to know the names.
Oh,
That's right.
and Molly's husband is Alan.
Okay. Yeah.
Alan, oh my gosh.
And then we have Dave, Cheryl's husband.
There you go. There you go.
gosh.
And it
Look at
seems like we're
this.
at odds here on this last page. It's interesting. 6 sides, right? 6 sides in the dendrite. How big is it?
I'm going to go with it was 3/4 of an inch.
That was my guess too.
3/4
C.
of an inch?
Yep.
It's actually A.
Wow.
Yeah, 0.3. So this was observed back in 2003. The largest flake measured was documented by Professor Kenneth Liebrick in Cochrane, Ontario, Canada, on the 30th of December in 2003.
Wow.
You know what the problem with snowflake measure is? First of all, you have to keep them refrigerated. So this is not a warm weather operation, okay? Same with hail. Same with hail in the summertime, okay? You want to get the record for largest chunk of ice that ever fell. Well, usually they fall in the middle of a summer thunderstorm. So they melt down quick, they're coming down. And it's also very dangerous to go outside during a hailstorm and pick these things up.
So are you calling your data garbage?
No, that's legit. But
Okay,
when you go outside and shovel your driveway or shovel a sidewalk, put your almost half an inch in size. That's a huge snowflake.
It's pretty big.
It's big, right?
Yeah.
Up in Canada, they make things bigger up there, I guess.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. And colder.
Yeah. Emma is on.
Oh.
Girl.
One of our weather spotters.
She looks like she's singing a Christmas carol, too.
Yeah.
She might be talking to us right there.
I love that.
She is today's doggy of the day for our muddy paw. Actually, they're turning into icy paws now.
Yeah.
They are.
And it is getting to be that time of the year. Yeah, definitely some wet paws out there after some of that snow melts down this morning when doggy comes back in. And, we get a little break on Friday. And Saturday, Sunday, a little bit more snow around town. But by early next week, it looks like this thing finally starts to straighten itself out. So nice to see that morning commute for tomorrow will be nothing like today's morning commute. Now, we do have some active alerts, a winter weather advisory in Monroe County through tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and lake effect snow warning in Wayne County through that same time period. And it is having an impact on traffic this morning. We have a look at some of the drive times out there, and it is slow. We're still getting, and this is the 9 o'clock hour now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still getting delays nearly half an hour on 590 southbound. Route 390 southbound, also a 13-minute delay. So that's something that's going to slow you down. 490 seems to be straightening out a little bit. Some of those outlying highways are okay there. The thruway looks like it's green, so that's good news if you have to head down to the thruway. But 104 has some yellow segments there too, and that means delays on the order of about 5 to 10 minutes. So there are some snow-covered roadways as you head out this morning. Now, some of the heavier expected snow is going to fall east of Rochester. That's why that warning's in effect for Wayne County and northern Cayuga County. Now, Ultimate Doppler actually has a band of snow off to the west of Rochester that's getting a little help from some of the upstream Great Lakes, and that's kind of augmenting that snow just a little bit. So, out in the Spencerport area, it was about 2 to 3 inches of snow. That band is settling south, now down towards the thruway, but not showing up in Wayne County, although it is snowing there, a lighter variety there. And south of Buffalo, some very heavy snow on the 90 if you're heading south in the Southern Tier Expressway, catching some of that snow as well down to the south of Buffalo. So travel there is going to be a little slow as well. But the good news, this isn't going to last forever. By this afternoon, a lot of that snow is going to push east into Wayne County. Overnight tonight, we'll see that band slowly fade away. Now, eastern sections of Wayne County may still catch this briefly tomorrow morning out towards Wolcott and areas of extreme eastern Wayne County, but that band starts lifting to the north and gets up out of the way. So future snow amounts, could we see a few spots with more than 4 inches of snow in Wayne County? It's a possibility. I just don't see that on a widespread basis, but you're definitely shoveling. Even some of our northeast suburbs of Monroe County, you see Webster on there. Could be a couple of inches up that direction. Ontario, 2 or 3 inches. And south of Buffalo, this is ski country, and they're happy to see this down towards Ellicottville, Holiday Valley. Those areas, no stranger, obviously, to snow. They're going to get a healthy dose of that over the next 24 hours as well. But right now, the visibility is down to a half mile at the airport. It feels like it's 6 out there. So you go out to shovel this stuff off. Just keep in mind it's a much different day today than it was yesterday. We got a little break from the cold yesterday. Today we're back in the freezer. Blustery day. We're going to see that west wind gusting up to 30 miles per hour. And tonight, 18 degrees. That snow well east of Rochester. It's a cold winter night. When do we get a break? It's been like 3 weeks straight of this stuff at the end of this 7-day, and we're finally starting to see some breaks from this colder than normal weather pattern. But it is going to take until the middle of next week before we start to see some of those changes roll into town.
What are the odds before the end of the month we have one of those surprise days where, it's 55 degrees?
I think we'll probably catch one of those in the transition period. There's some signs that there is a little more late month cold, but a warm up before that. So it just depends on how strong that southwest wind is, how the weather systems time out. But usually we get one day where it hits the 40s, the 50s. It is possible to get into the 60s this time of the year, but it's pretty rare.
Listen, my friend, you deliver on that, all will be forgiven.
It's nice just to get some of the ice out of the gutters, off the sidewalk, off the driveway, chip off some of that packed down snow. It is nice for those days.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks, Mark. Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're learning more about a new opportunity for kids to explore fashion.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break. 9/12 this Thursday. The founder of Rochester's Fashion Week is stepping away from the helm to kick off a new venture in teaching local children everything she knows.
Meg Mundy is launching a fashion camp, teaching campers how to put their own fashion show on. And this is all starting next month. And she's joining us now to talk about it. Good to see you as always. Thank you for being here.
I love to see you guys.
Oh.
Well, we love having you on. And this is so cool. Tell us a little bit about this Fashion Camp 585.
So I did a Fashion Camp 585 before the pandemic, and I loved it. And then the pandemic happened, so that kind of went by the wayside. And when I decided to step down from Fashion Week, I still wanted to be involved in fashion because that's my passion. And I decided to bring back the fashion camps. And it's going to be 5 Saturdays in January. And I'm just so excited about it.
What was it about Fashion Camp 585 pre-pandemic that you wanted to bring it back at this point in time?
So what I've always realized after working in for Fashion Week for 15 years is I loved working with the kids. I loved that young energy. I loved the possibilities. I loved to see the confidence build. So when I decided that I was going to step away from Fashion Week and do my own shows and my own different events, I thought, let's start with Fashion Camp because it's kind of a feeder to my spring show where any kid that joins Fashion Camp will get to either produce their own line or style a line or walk on the runway. Wow. So it's just a way to kind of feed into the next event. And again, I love the kids and the confidence it builds in them and the creativity that it ignites in them.
Mm.
Paint us a picture of what Fashion Camp looks like on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, so we're down at the 5-Star Bank building right in the city. We're on the 18th floor at the Meg Mundy Style office, so it's very kind of New York City feeling. They'll come into the office. Our first day we have headshots with Sage Cruz Field, and then we do our vision boards, which I'm doing old school, where I have stacks of Vogues and Bazaar and all kinds of magazines, and we're going to literally cut and paste and make these vision boards. We have Breezy from WPXY, Breezy's Braid Bar, and she's going to talk to the campers about being on the radio, but then also having her braid bar business and doing different fashions with that. We have Mike Napoli from Breakthrough Entertainment, who's going to talk about mixing music, and the campers will get to pick what music they want on the runway, and he will help them sort of build a show up to a finale. And we have an upcycling designer from Margot Studios, and each child will bring in either a jean jacket or a sweatshirt, and we will upcycle. We've got all kinds of patches. They'll create it and make it their own. And then we have a fashion field trip, and the fashion field trip is to the Eastview Mall, and we're going to go into Von Mar and meet with Leah Kohler, the general manager, and she will take them through the things that need to be done to run a huge department store. And then we get to shop in the store, and they pick their second look for the runway show, which is our finale day. And that is a runway show produced by the kids, modeled by the kids, put on for their parents and loved ones. And that's what you can expect, and lots of fun.
I love that the kids are learning throughout this entire process, and there's this growth throughout this entire process. But at the end of the day, they are accomplishing something that is typically reserved for people who are older than them. You know, someone who already has their own line. They're preparing for these things. So there has got to be such an immense feeling of pride in these young people.
Exactly. And that's why I'm starting my first, I've done one Meg Mundy style show last January, but I'm starting my first venue with a fashion camp for the kids, because then hopefully that will build their interest, and they'll continue to design, they'll continue to want to model. And I always say that I love when the children come to Fashion Week at a young age, because then I have them until they go to college.
Yeah, you've got them for 18 years.
Yes,
so true.
And we call it their Fashion Week family, and they make friends, and it's just a feel good and working with your hands, getting off your phone. It's just, I'm 62, so I'm kind of going old school the way I learned, and I think we need a lot of that in our life right now.
And then maybe one day those kids who are taking part in Fashion Camp 585 will be teaching all the other kids. And it'll come full circle.
Exactly. You've got the vision.
Meg, thank you so much for coming on this morning. We greatly appreciate it. If somebody is thinking to themselves, I want my kid to take part, how can they get involved?
They can contact me at megmundy@gmail.com, MEGHANMUNDY, and I will send them a registration packet and everything they need to know.
You make it easy. Meg, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you,
We
guys.
really
Happy holidays.
To you too.
Same to you. Hey, don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, Stephanie Joseph is back breaking down some of our top political headlines.
The Political Pulse is coming up next.
It's time for a political pulse check here on Arc Rochester. A new name is entering the race for New York governor. Republican Bruce Blakeman declaring his candidacy on Tuesday. Most of Blakeman's campaign video pointed to his record as current Nassau County executive, highlighting tax cuts and safety. He becomes the second GOP hopeful to run for governor. North Country Congresswoman Elise Stefanik joined the race last month. This means the two could face off in a primary ahead of next year's election. Now, before it was official, a spokesperson for Stefanik said this about Blakeman's intent to run. Quote, everyone knows Bruce has no shot and is putting his raging ego first and New Yorkers last as he blows up the best opportunity in a generation to save New York. Governor Kathy Hochul not mincing words online either. In a post on X, she said, quote, Bruce Blakeman is another MAGA cheerleader running to do Donald Trump's bidding in New York and raise your costs. Not on my watch. In a Siena poll last month, Hochul had a 20-point lead over Stefanik. Her lead is slightly larger against current Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado, who is also running as a Democrat. For more on what's becoming a crowded race, I'm joined now by politics professor at Nazareth University, Dr. Tim Nealon. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Stephanie.
So much to get into here. I first want to talk about strategy. We'll look at the two GOP hopefuls right now, Elise Stefanik and Bruce Blakeman. I had noticed specifically from Blakeman's campaign video that he's really looking at policies further to the right as opposed to a moderate stance on things. Do you think that that sort of strategy that he's employing could help him in this race?
Well, I think it can help him in the primary challenge, right? Because New York's got, 3.3 million registered Republicans. Many of them are supporters of Donald Trump. Blakeman knows Donald Trump, having known him since when Trump was a property manager. Blakeman is known downstate fairly well. And yes, he's taken some chances already. He's against mask mandates. He's supporting ICE with local police agencies, and he's created sort of his own little private volunteer group of people who are sort of helping out with policing, which some people call militia. And so he really is already to the far right. And so this might help him very much with Republican voters in the state. But it's really wondering if he could possibly translate this into a victory, since even local elections showed a trend towards Democrats over Republicans.
I'm so glad that you brought that point up, because we did see a bit of a blue wave, if you will, after the recent elections. I'm talking about New Jersey governor, for example, and also Virginia governor there as well. Do you think that it's possible that going further to the right may not be able to help on a more state level for this election?
I think certainly running completely to the right and not separating yourself from Donald Trump may not be the best strategy for New York State. Stefanik, who is also a supporter of Donald Trump, and in fact was suggested as the UN ambassador, but her name was withdrawn because Trump worried about losing another vote in the House. But Stefanik has battled with Mike Johnson, the House Speaker, has done so publicly, and is trying to show that she can be an independent voice, although conservative, to those voters, which would help her in the Republican primary, but more importantly, could possibly help out in the actual governor's election in November of 2026.
For sure. And we know that Democrats specifically have had a bit of a lengthy record in recent history in terms of holding the governor office. We know that the last Republican through 3 terms, 1995 to start out, was George Pataki. What about then and his leadership may be a little bit different from the GOP party right now?
Well, Pataki was a classic moderate New York Republican. That is, was from, about the middle of the state, right? And so you've got somebody who was anchored in both downstate New York, Democrat, Republicans, independents, but also could appeal to people in Western New York. Right now, it's interesting, the candidates you're talking about, Stefanik is from the northern tier. Delgado is from the Hudson Valley downstate area. Hochul is from Western New York, right? And Blakeman is from, Long Island and New York City. So we don't have any of those sort of mid, if you will, New York candidates running. So it's going to be interesting who's going to win the independents, because they do make up a huge block of voters, and, they will come out for a governor's race.
And I'm wondering how key an endorsement from President Trump could be to the GOP specifically. We know that he was asked not too long ago, a couple of days ago, about the candidates and hadn't named one specifically, but kind of said there's respect for both.
Yes, and that's unfortunate because Stefanik has carried a lot of water for the president, but the president's not always loyal to the people who are loyal to him. It is shown in the recent special elections that Donald Trump's name in a particularly red-leaning state is vitally important for bringing out voters. That Republicans who don't bring the president in are getting vanquished. So, Donald Trump not endorsing Stefanik might be the best news for her if she wins the GOP primary and becomes the candidate that faces Hochul. Again, Stefanik's got room to grow. Everybody knows who Kathy Hochul is. Many people don't know at least Stefanik. Yeah, and certainly many don't know Anthony Delgado, who in the recent Siena poll was 16% to Hochul's 56% among likely Democratic voters. So, there's a race ahead. We're all excited to see how these candidates come to the table and tell us what they're going to do for New York.
That is for sure. We'll be keeping an eye on those primaries as they get announced. Dr. Tim Nealon, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We are back after this.
Thursday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. Ski season is here, and if you're looking to hit the slopes for vacation, there are plenty of options to choose from.
Ski resorts from all around the country have a lot to offer. Here to give us a few options on where to book our next getaway is travel expert Janine Tornator. Janine, where are you right now?
Hey guys, yes, well, I'm coming to you today from the brand new Kindred Resort in Keystone, Colorado. I'm standing here on the balcony of one of its units. The gondola is right here behind me. This is a...
Janine, if you... Can you start that one more time? You froze up on us.
Oh, no, sorry about that. Yes, I'm here at the brand new Kindred Resort in Keystone, Colorado. Gondola right behind me. This is one of the newest resorts in Colorado, and it's the first true luxury resort here in Keystone, Colorado. This property has 107 rooms, 59 private residences, a private club, some amazing amenities, restaurants. They have a bar, a spa, a really cool art program on property. And it's truly designed to be a social hub, a gathering spot. They have 16 fire pits, and they have nightly storytellers that walk around talking about local lore and mountain history. Kind of the perfect place you want to come after a day on the slope. So this is definitely one to put on your list for 2026.
That is very cool.
Yeah, it kind of looks like one of the places where you mentioned, I mean, you mix and mingle while you're there, because that it really looks like it's built for that. Not only are you with people out on the slopes, you're with them at the lodge too.
You are. And I mean, that's kind of the beauty of these places is you're up on the slopes all day, but you come down and you have these really great social spaces to hang out, meet new people, just enjoy this amazing atmosphere here.
And, you know, when it comes to skiing and snowboarding and winter sports in general, we hear so often that heading out west is like the place to be. Have you noticed that yourself?
Yes. I mean, this is one of the premier ski destinations, Colorado and out west here in the world. There's a reason people come here internationally as well. And, you know, there's a lot of new enhancements and improvements every year to these resorts. Let me give you a few of my favorites this year that you're going to see. First of all, I start at Winter Park Resort. They have their Mary Jane area celebrating its 60th anniversary. They also have their ski train, which is back for its expanded service for a second year. I love the ski train because you can literally take it from the Union Station in downtown Denver up to the resort. It's scenic, and you could get to go car free on your trip, which is great. Purgatory Resort, which is in Southwest Colorado, celebrating its 60th anniversary. They are investing more than $6 million in capital improvements. And one of the reasons, or a couple of reasons I love this resort too, is because they have some of the most affordable lift tickets and a kids ski free program. So it makes it a great place for families. And by the way, a lot of people don't realize there's so many cool things to do out here after dark. There's night skiing, snowshoeing, sleigh rides. Breckenridge, in fact, was recently designated as a dark sky community, the first mountain ski resort in Colorado with that designation. So it's not just in the daytime here. You can be up on the mountain and have all these cool experiences at night as well.
What did you say?
What's dark? What is a dark sky designation?
It means that you have these amazing dark skies. I mean, when you come out to some of these destinations, whether you're in the winter or the summer, having the Milky Way, you know, you have these amazing views out here, just opens it up. So Colorado actually has 12 international dark sky parks and 7 dark sky communities. So they're just places where you can come, be outside and just experience the nighttime with just spectacular views of the stars.
Now, Janine, I'm curious to know for some folks who maybe are thinking to themselves, I love the resort. It looks beautiful. I don't know how to ski. I'm past the point of learning. You know, it seems like there are so many options there that people can take part in where they really don't have to put on a pair of skis or a snowboard.
That's absolutely true. And I'll tell you, one of my favorite things to do here, whether I'm on a ski trip or you can make this into your own trip, is visiting some of Colorado's famed hot springs. They actually are celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the Colorado Hot Springs Loop which is a road trip you can make out of these great, beautiful 8 hot springs destinations. New this year on that loop, Iron Mountain Hot Springs expanded. Now they have a circuit of saunas, steam rooms, salt rooms, cold plunges. You also have another resort in Pagosa Springs called the Springs Resort that doubled its hotel rooms, and they added 20 new hot springs pools, a new geothermal spa, a geothermal greenhouse, a greenhouse to table restaurant. You're seeing it here. This is a growing trend, and for good reason. There's a lot of great health benefits to it. And talk about relaxing, sitting out with the snow coming down on you in these geothermal pools. It's pretty amazing.
I'm not even kidding. I just was thinking about the hot spring earlier today because I remember you talking about it last year, I think right around this time, and me thinking, all right, I really need to get on and book a trip
and
there.
book a trip.
And then here we are again today talking about it, and I'm reminded that I still need to book that trip.
Janine, where is your family right now? Are they with you?
They are not with me, but they're coming out here today to ski for the weekend. So yes, there's going to be some teenagers hitting the slopes out here with me this weekend.
Lucky,
I know.
right?
Can you bring us next time?
Yeah, invite us next time. You
we
always
need
say
to do a
yes, but there's
full
never any
on-location
follow
segment
through,
out here.
Janine.
Yeah.
We forgive you. It's okay. Janine, for somebody interested in learning more and checking out all of your adventures, hit them with a good social media, a good website.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, follow me. I'm on Instagram at The Outside Insider. And, we're here in Colorado today. Colorado.com, a great place to go start those adventures and book that hot springs tour.
You got that,
I got
Abigail?
it. I
Book
got
the
it.
hot springs
I'm on
tour.
it. I'll get on it right now.
Janine Tornator, thank you so much for your time this morning. In case we don't see you, have an awesome holiday season, my friend.
You too. Happy holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Stick around, much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're looking ahead to a beloved holiday character taking the stage at OFC Creations next week.
Hey, and don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and FoxRochester.com. Polka dotted up.
Community theaters are breaking out the holiday classics to get everyone in a very festive mood. And starting next Thursday, you can watch the magic of How the Grinch Stole Christmas unfold at OFC Creations.
Yeah, and they're bringing a familiar face back to the stage. You might know him from Hairspray Live or the last time he was in Rochester for the Rocky Horror Picture Show. We're joined now by actor Garrett Clayton, who plays the Grinch.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, Garrett, it doesn't seem like your personality fits the persona of the Grinch. Do you have curmudgeon in you?
Oh, no, oh boy, do I. My friends would disagree with you, sir.
All right. Good to know.
So you are in town, and you're going to be here for quite some time. Are you happy to be back in Rochester?
Oh, I love Rochester. It always feels, it's so great at like the holidays, and I always really love the community here. It's really, I'm happy to be back.
Excellent.
How have rehearsals been going?
So great. We're already running the show.
Really?
Yeah, we just ran the show fully yesterday for the first time.
Wow. What can people expect something different from the original story of the Grinch?
Yeah, so this is the musical incarnation of it, and what they've done such a good job of blending a lot of these elements that we really love in the musical between the book and the cartoon and the live action, and you know, this really is such a great blend of all those worlds, and the original music is really infectious, and it's nice because I think it bridges that gap between something that might be for such a young audience, or there's a lot of shows that are for a much older audience. This is kind of something for everybody. The adults will have a lot of laughs. The kids will be really entertained. It's really nice.
Have you done a lot of character research to get ready for this role? Have you watched like all of the Grinch movies? Because it seems like they come out with a new one like every 5 years or so.
Oh boy, do they. There are so many incarnations of the Grinch now, but I've always been such a big fan of it. And it was actually the first monologue I learned when I was 15.
Really?
What monologue is that?
The one where the Jim Carrey one where they talks about his schedule, 4 o'clock dinner with me. I can't cancel that again.
You did that very, very well.
Thank you.
He is the Grinch.
He is the Grinch. He is the Grinch. So all of the tradition, we've got Cindy Lou Who in this production. We've got all of the original characters are still around.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Who's are singing Fa Who Dore and everything.
Is this the costume right here that we're looking at?
That is a bit of the costume, yeah.
Wow.
And that's not even the fully finished yet. Like the audience, like we wanted to have some fun promotional materials, and even before it's finished product, it's still they've done such a good job with this.
Yeah, I imagine the attention to detail has been pretty incredible. You think of Whoville and it's, bright colors, and lights and all that stuff. Tell us about the set.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I just saw the sleigh for the first time, and it's like, the sleigh is beautiful. And Hootown is really, it's put together really well. And I'm excited for our Act 1 closer. We have a surprise for everybody that I don't think no one's gonna expect it. I don't wanna ruin it, but Act 1 closer is pretty exciting. We're all...
For someone who's not seen How the Grinch Stole Christmas in 2 parts,
yes.
What happens at the end of Act 1?
Well, we got to ride down to Whoville to go steal Christmas.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's exciting. All right, talk to us about the costume specifically. Based on those promo shots, that thing weighs a ton.
You bet.
And it's very hot inside there.
Oh, totally. You know what? I'm so used to, even last time I was here, it was a very intense costume, but it was corseted for Frankenfurter, right? I'm really used to costumes like that at this point. I was the original Pennywise off Broadway in the It musical, which is also like full face of makeup, really intense, heavy costume. So I'm kind of used to that at this point.
Does it take a while to get used to it, like moving around in it? And
yeah. Yeah. We're just starting to marry pretty soon the costume into running the show. So it's definitely gonna change a lot of things, but still getting to the big fun hand thing, flourishes, and the body moves really well. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Other than the Act 1 closer, what is the one moment in the show that you are proud of or know that the audience is really going to get a kick out of this part?
I really think that people are going to be so taken back by how well written the Cindy Lou Who scene is. It's really infectious. It's really heartwarming. and both of us, because we have two Cindys, so you'll see different people on different days, but they're both so talented, and it's such a well-blocked scene, it's such a well-written scene, and it's really, and I guess the other one is the famous song from the show, You're a Mean One. Yeah. That one is going to be really fun. People are going to have a great time, because while we're singing through it, I'm like stealing things from the room and we're dancing, and it's going to be really fun.
Excellent.
Very nice.
Thank you so much for coming in today. We really appreciate it. Let us know the ticketing information, everything people need to know.
Yeah, so you can find it at OFC Creations. We're sold out completely on the first weekend.
Oh, wow.
And the shows are already, they're pretty hefty sells. So get your tickets while you can for the last 2 weekends of the show, and we hope to see you there. It's going to be really fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And we'll make sure to post all of this information and much more on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning.
Stick around when Arc Rochester returns. We're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Thursday morning.
We're back on the other side of the break. .46, it's time to see what's trending, and we're going to start with Bath & Body Works debuting a few new but questionable scents.
Interesting. Okay, so the retailer recently brought back its annual Candle Day event last week.
Which I told you about.
You certainly did.
Yeah, they said that this year they decided to keep the food lovers in mind and release a fun and unexpected foodie fragrance.
The collection includes coffee and donuts, chips and salsa, pizza and ranch.
Nope.
Because it's always blue cheese. Popcorn and slushy, and holiday delight.
The product pages for each of the candles lists a brief description of the scent.
All right, so for chips and salsa, notes of bottomless tortilla chips and fresh salsa, creating the vibe of catching up with your besties for Taco Tuesday.
I like that. Pizza and Ranch claims to help melt the stress of the week away with notes of gooey cheese, crispy pepperoni, and of course, irresistible ranch.
The company announced the sale on their Instagram, giving customers the chance to share their thoughts about the new candles.
Let's take a look at some of those comments. There we go. All right. So up first, we've got the ranch and pizza candle. Almost made me throw up a lot.
Wow.
Oh, throw up, LOL.
The pickle one, too, and chips and salsa smell like feet.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
Now, who really sat down and thought pizza and ranch and chips and salsa were candles that people would want in their homes, to smell like?
Whoever made the pizza and ranch candle is going straight to hell.
All right. Here we go. Among many more, yes, I did buy the pickle, chips, and salsa, and yes, I do like them. I love food. What can I say?
Wow.
So we have one person who's on board.
You know, I feel like lately there have been so many, they're not gag gifts, but they're like really crazy, unique. You've been seeing them all over. Like think of like the prints that have been trending. How many things covered in sardines have you seen out and about?
So many.
Yes, Ashley knows what I'm talking about. Okay, you go to like Anthropologie, the store Anthropologie, and you look at like their home stuff. Sardines, tomatoes, like random designs that are they're just really unique, and you're like,
Just
I would never
on
think
stuff?
I would never think to buy a bag that looks like a tinned fish container.
Yeah, but you have one, and you keep all your shots in it.
I do, yeah, I do. The little shooters.
Yeah,
it's a
little
hit at the
shooters.
St. Patrick's Day 13-win party.
It really is.
Everybody
a hit.
loves it.
It is. Okay, let's
We're
move
off.
along.
We're
way off.
The point is, people like those like silly little things, even
Kitschy.
if they don't like it. Yes,
Sure.
exactly.
Okay. Americans really love to swear.
I love to swear. Scientists at the University of Eastern Finland recently conducted a study investigating the use of expletives on social media all across different countries.
So to accomplish this task, the team examined 7.8 billion words posted by nearly 500,000 ex-users from the US, the UK, and Australia between 2006 and 2023.
According to the findings, Americans drop the most F-bombs, followed by the UK and then Australia.
However, scientists did find that Australians used the F word in the most creative ways, with over 2,160 spelling variants.
I love the creativity. What do you do? Oh, yeah. The study also concluded people drop the F-bomb more on social media than on other mediums, including in-person conversations.
Not true if you're Mark McLean, though.
Yeah.
Scientists say swearing is an important part of our language as well as our social and emotional functions. Thank you, science.
Yeah, when you break it all down, which state in the U.S. is the most profane? Studies show Maryland ranks number 1.
Yeah, New York, 17th on that list. Buffalo was even named the most profane city within the Empire State.
Let's go, baby. More.
You know why people in Western New York swear more than other places in the country? It's because they're cursing at the meteorologists on the television.
That's true, especially if their name rhymes with Cluck Lane.
That was terrible.
Well, I don't know. I love it. I love swearing. I totally do. It is really hard to do 5 hours of television
And not
without
swear.
doing it.
Yes.
When I get home, it's like,
but
I like to think of it as seasoning for sentences.
Don't you have I'm sure you do, some sort of filter / switch that you hit every time you come in here?
Yes, I do.
And
but
these words are sucked out of your brain. They're no longer in your vocabulary.
They're still there.
They're still there?
They're still there. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well, get ready for the filter to disappear.
Yes.
Because we're moving along to story number 3. For nearly 3 decades, that infamous little blue pill that's helped men rise to the occasion, well, it's not just for men anymore.
Don't look at me.
Now, women, this one's for you.
Okay, the company Dare Bioscience launched a first-of-its-kind prescription cream designed to enhance blood flow to the female genital tissue.
Called Dare to Play, the topical treatment contains the same active ingredients found in Viagra.
According to the developers, the need for this product has been long overlooked.
Research indicates that over 40% of women experience some form of sexual dysfunction.
Many issues include hormonal changes from pregnancy or menopause, stress, medication use, diabetes, depression, or even past abuse.
Dare to Play targets the physical rather than the mental symptoms.
Development for the cream has taken nearly a decade.
The medicine or the topical ointment, let's call it, is said to work in 10 to 15 minutes after being applied to the genital area.
Kind of like Viagra, the common side effects include headaches, flushness, indigestion, vision problems, and nasal congestion.
Prescriptions are expected to be filled in all U.S. states in early 2026. The company is seeking FDA approval. Now, listen, it's a trending topic, obviously, because of the topic. But I would like to point out that I think this draws attention to a need that there is out there for some women where men were prioritized for decades. Let's face the facts, they were. We got our blue pill first. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. But now we're getting to women. But you know it's an issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a clear issue.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be delays to things like this.
You know, I love a good feminist. Thanks, Dan.
I try.
What a guy.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, it's this morning's final thought.
We're back after this.
Our final thoughts here on ARC Rochester.
Cupcakes are delicious.
They are.
Oh,
this was so nice of the folks over
Mine
at
has chocolate ball on it. I don't know how close you can get in on a close-up.
Steph's going right.
Eating the EPI.
Steph said, don't talk to me.
There's a corner already missing because we'll just take this.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
This thing's been staring at me since like 8:15.
What do we care, right?
That's amazing. It's amazing that they can make those kind of decorations.
Look,
I like it.
So grumpy.
Very good.
Love
Look
it.
at that.
He wasn't grumpy today, though.
No, you were in a great mood.
Dan the grumpy elf, and there's a corner that
And the
With
cats.
the cats,
With
I
his
know.
cats.
So sweet.
Yep.
Fantastic. That does it for us this morning here on ARC Rochester. Be sure to wake up with us again tomorrow morning, starting at 4:57. Where are we, Dan?
We're on, oh crap, I don't know.
13 Wham! ABC.
That's it.
Steph and Mark will be there later today for 13 Wham News at midday. We'll see you then.
Bye.